Hi! Hello friends! Welcome back to my channel. Today I have got a mini TAM Beauty haul and first impressions of the new surprise eggs that they have. These things, which are eyeshadow and highlighter. So, if you want to see how I produce this look, you're in the right place. Keep watching. And as always, the song of my channel, just for fun, is When Will I Be YouTube Famous? On that note, whilst rugby's about to start, I need to go watch that. You can carry on watching and see how I produce this. Hope you enjoy it. Hi, welcome back from the intro, which I haven't filmed yet. As you can see, I've already done my foundation, concealer, powder and eyebrows, and the combination I went for today is trying the CYO Life Proof Foundation again. I'm trying a different concealer this time because I found that the Revolution one went a little bit dry under my eyes. I don't know whether it was the foundation doing that or the concealer or just the way they reacted against each other. So I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way Radiant Concealer in shade Very Fair, because as we've already established, Casper. Right, as I explained in the intro, I've got a mini haul. There's only 4 things, but it still counts as a haul, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Okay. While I'm unpacking, there's a subscribe button just there. If you wanted to push it, that'd be great. And a bell icon next to it. Then you wouldn't miss any of my wonderful updates. Because I know how much you enjoy this. I can tell. And yes, that is me being a silly cow on a Saturday morning, basically. Right, so what did I get? I got this Freedom Pro Glow Meow bronzer, which looks like it could be paid enough for me. And the Freedom Pro Glow Pink Cat blusher. Are you sensing a theme here? I can get it so that the sun's not on it. There we go. I had an animal print moment. Also, the Freedom stuff on the TAM website at the moment is, a lot of it is really reduced. I don't know whether they're discontinuing these or if they're going to rebrand or what they're doing, but I couldn't resist at the price. I needed to pick up some more loose powder, so banana powder on me doesn't work because I'm too pale. It does leave yellow under here because I'm too pale and I'm too neutral stroke cool. So what I went for is this Makeup Revolution Lace Baking Powder, which looks like it could be about right. Now I don't do baking because my under eye creases don't need the help, okay? If you're young enough to bake or your skin likes baking, then crack on. I may cover it in a future video. But baking is pretty much where you put a lot of loose powder, you press it into the areas that you have put your concealer, and the heat from your body sort of bakes it in, apparently. Right, I apologise if I sniff. I had a curry last night and my nose is apparently still deciding it wants to run away with itself. But this was the main reason I went on there. The new Surprise Egg, and it's I Heart Revolution, which is strange because they've got the I Heart Makeup range, and then they've got Makeup Revolution. So this is I Heart Revolution. So is that a new brand, or are they merging? Is this why the Freedom stuff is? I don't know. I don't know. But it's purple, which, if you know me, you know that's my favourite colour. My favourite colour. And it's shiny and metallic and smaller than I thought, but then that makes it good for travelling, I suppose. You know, it fits nicely. And what we have, let me take this protective sheet off here. We've got 5 eyeshadows, which all look as if they're going to be shimmer. I will swatch them for you in just a moment. And 2 highlighters. This one reminds me very much of Jeffree Star's Lavender Snow, so it'd be interesting to see how that works on my skin. Right, to quote Nadie, it's swatching time. So you get 2 songs today. You got my When Will I Be YouTube Famous in my intro, and now I've nicked Nadie's swatching time. Sorry, Nadie. You have to let me know whether. Why did I not do this beforehand? And why, when they're sending it to you in the post, why do they still have all this blooming tape over everything? Excuse me while I mutter and moan about hygiene tape. Shut up, bomber. Right, this is the bronzer, which, oh, I'm really in the pretty pattern. And if I swatch that just there, oh yeah, that could be okay actually. If I go in quite lightly with that could work. That could work. Okay, let's have a look at this blush. More sellotape. Ooh, thank God for nails. What would I do without them, eh? Okay. This is the blush. I'm not flipping you off, I promise. I am just swatching the blush. Again, I'm ruining the pretty picture. Ooh, I think I may have swatched a wee bit much there. But I'll swatch that next to the bronze. Oh yeah, I did swatch a wee bit too much there. Well, that's quite a nice delicate pinky peach actually. Now, can you see that? Okay. Yeah, quite like that. Okay. Time to swatch these little. I'm just going to clean my fingers off and dry them so we don't get any contamination from the previous swatches. I don't know about you, but that drives me nuts when I see people swatching and not doing that. Okay, I'm going to start from the lightest here and work my way across all 5. Right. Five. It's almost like they knew that there were 5 fingers on your hand. There we go. All nicely swatched, and now I've got to try and remember which was the lightest and swatch them on my arm for you. That one. Benefit of being a fat bird, you've got a nice amount of skin for swatching on. Okay, you can see those. They're all pretty shimmery, to be honest. Let's have another look at that. Let me wipe my fingers off a minute and try. Let's try that bluey purple again and just see what that swatch is like. See, even that. It's more matte than the others, but it does still have a bit of a sheen to it. Now, that doesn't bother me. I've done looks completely with shimmer palettes before, but I know a lot of people don't like that, so what I will do when I use it, I'll probably pick up a transition shade, either from a different palette, or you can always use your bronzer as a transition shade. I'll have to see how dark that goes on though, to see whether or not it'll be too dark for these. Okay, now it's time for highlight. Okay. Oh yeah, that's nice and it's got some shine to it. You can just about see the difference in colour if I do that. I've got really dry elbows, I'm sorry. I'm trying. Oh, there we go, look. Okay, having now manoeuvred myself into all kinds of different positions, thank goodness my pain meds kicked in already this morning. It's makeup time. So, let's start off trying this bronzer. Get my big, fluffy, So Eco powder brush. And go into my now not so perfect. Whoa! Okay, that kicks up a lot of powder. See that? A lot. Goes on quite nicely though. It's blending nicely on this foundation. You pretty much just pick up the powder I tapped off before for the other side. I think, yeah. So yeah, I probably could use that as a transition shade. Again, I promise you this is much more blended in real life than it looks on camera. And now my So Eco tapered blending brush. Let's see the difference. Look, this is the big one that I used for bronzer, this is a more tapered one for blush. So, time to go into the blush. Yeah, this kicks up a lot as well. Really powdery look. And you can see it's actually picked up a lot of, even with tapping off, there's a lot of product on that brush. So start at the back really light. Oh, actually, no, I think we can get away with it. It's not looking like the 1980s again. That's okay. I will do that one day if you want. Comment down below if you want to see my way too much makeup from the 80s look, where we had blusher that was like a hot pink and like way right up here. If you want to see that, just let me know in the comments. I'll oh, a little bit heavier that side. Yeah, let's see if I can blend that out a little bit. Let's perhaps add a little bit of translucent powder back on top to take that down a little. That's better. A bit of translucent powder just to knock it back down a little bit. It's not as bright in real life as it looks on screen. I get the feeling I'm going to be saying that a lot because I'm pretty sure I said that in one of my previous tutorials. Okie dokie. Right. Transition shade time. What should I do an all? Should I do an all shimmer? Shall I show you how I do an all shimmer? Yeah, why not? Let's go for an all shimmer. So I'm going to start off with, I think this one here, which is this one. Sorry, you need to see me. not as much as on the blush on bronze. And let me bring you in a bit as I'm now doing my eyes. Oh wow, sorry about that. Even though I don't like seeing me this close this time of the morning. Although of course I have no idea what time you're watching this. So, little windscreen wiper movements first to lay it into the crease, and then little circular ones to blend it out and up towards the brow. Sorry, I'm concentrating. I should really be talking to you, shouldn't I? I'm still getting used to this, you know, doing makeup and talking at the same time. Normally I've got YouTube videos playing while I'm doing my makeup. Not makeup videos though, usually conspiracies or unsolved mysteries or, you know, weird stuff. But then I'm a pretty weird person, you've probably established that. And I'm hiccuping again. Why do I always hiccup when the camera's on me? Okay. Let's do the same this side. As before, I'm taking it about 5-6 mils below my brow. Don't think I'm going to need a brow bone highlight today. If you don't want to do a shimmer shade for this, then you can obviously use either your bronzer or you can use whatever your favourite matte transition shade is. I just thought I'd show you that you can actually get on 40 plus skin a halfway decent look if all you've got is that and you haven't got any matte eyeshadows. I'm now going to go into this one here and just deepen that up a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. See? Come on, brown. Camera, focus on the brush, not me. There we go. So again, running that through the crease. And little circular movements, but not quite so high this time because we're blending it into our transition shade. The trick of blending is blend until you feel like your hand's going to fall off and then just blend for a little bit more. Okay, see the difference there? And then using my colour switch, I'm taking all of that colour off of the brush, so there's now no additional colour. I'm just really gently blending the two colours together. Now, as I've said on previous videos, I'm quite slow at doing makeup because of my pain levels and because I'm not an expert and I haven't worked out how to speed it up yet in my editing software. But it does mean if you're a beginner, you don't have to keep pausing because hopefully you'll be able to keep up with the steps that I'm doing. I'm just repeating on this eye what I did with the previous one. There's those really annoying crinkles of mine where the liquid eyeliner goes right up there if I'm not careful. A number of times I've ruined my eye look and said words that would make a sailor blush. Because I can swear. But I'm trying not to. I'm trying to be good. You know, it's weird, I've been getting quite a few comments on the first tutorial video and the welcome video that I put up. And I've always hated the sound of my own voice. It's one of the reasons that I put off doing this for so long. And so many people are saying, oh, you're so softly spoken and I really like your voice and you should narrate books. Again, I've cleaned this off, so it's a clean brush now and I'm just blending the two together. So, a little bit like Peter Mon, who is one of my favourite YouTubers, Booty Guru, Candle Review Company, He always hated the sound of his voice, and people love it. I love his voice. I could listen to him for hours. And now I'm in the same position where people are saying that they're liking my voice, and I've always hated it. So that's, I get what he means now by that's really weird. Anyway, I'm now using this pencil brush, quite a thick pencil brush, and I think I'm going to go in. So that's quite pinky. I think I'm going to go into this bluey one, bluey purple, like a, I suppose an indigo, really, isn't it? You know, colour jeans used to be in the 70s before we started stonewashing them in the 80s, and bleach washing them and stuff. Okay, that picks up a lot of colour because that's after being tapped off. So what I'm going to do is just really carefully through the crease sketch out where I want my darker line to be, and go about a third of the way along my lid and just colour the cornering in. Cornering in. Clearly I need more coffee. This is a base shadow brush. There we go. From Little Techniques. It is clean, it's just stained. And we're just dipping the tip of the bristles in that. Just picking up a little bit. Going into the crease. And as you know, we waggle on the top lid and we wiggle on the bottom one. So I'm just waggling it backwards and forwards. And deepening the colour on the corner there. And then just only along the line itself. I'm not taking it up at all. Little circular movements just to blend that line out. Give us a little bit more definition through the crease. Now I'm going to take any excess colour off of it and do the same as we did before. Gently blend the edges into the colours underneath. So we get a seamless blend. What I'm aiming for is where you can't say, oh, there's definitely the line where one colour stops and the next one starts. Unless that is a look you're going for, like a cut crease, for example, which I'll cover in another video. Okay, so you can see the difference that makes. Now, I've said this before, but I'll say it again in case you haven't seen my previous video. When I look straight ahead, you can see all of my mobile lid. So I don't have a hooded lid. If you don't, when you're looking ahead, see all of this, then you've got a hooded lid. So whereas with me, I put the colour, I can literally just follow my eyeball round, basically. If you have a hooded lid, instead of your crease being here, you need to keep your eye open and sketch with your pencil brush just above, so that you can see where you need your crease to be. Once you've done that a few times, you'll know where to place it without having your eye open. But certainly for beginners, or if you're not done shading through the crease before because you've got hooded eyes, this is the way that you can achieve a very similar effect. Okay, so I'm going to just sketch around again where I want it, 2/3 of the way, and just colour it in. I'm done with that pencil brush now, so I'll clean that off on my colour switch. Back to my Real Techniques brush, just so you can see the difference actually between the first brush that I used. This was a very fluffy brush. This one is slightly more tapered. Okay, so this is my crease brush, or my transition brush, sorry, and this is one that I use when I'm blowing the crease out. Just so you can see the different shapes of the brushes, in case you don't have Real Techniques. I've actually picked up some really good brushes off of eBay, quite cheap. Yeah, made in China, but you know, they do the job there. They can be a bit scratchy, but if you're starting off in makeup and you don't have a great deal of money and you need these different brushes, it's a good way to start to work out which brushes you find work best for you. So, you know, get the cheaper brushes initially, work out which ones you use most, and then once you can afford it, get better quality ones of the ones that you use most. So I've cleaned that off and I'm just going to blend the edges a little bit on this one. Okay. Now I'm going to get a big flat packer brush, which looks like this. And I'm going to go into this lightest shade here. Come on, see the brush, not the face, thank you. To just press onto my mobile eyelid and filling in the other 2/3 that we've not put any colour on yet. Take it up to wherever your crease line is. It's much easier for me to do this eye because I can actually shut it, but I'm actually blind in this eye, so if I close this eye, I can't see what I'm doing. So it does make makeup a little bit of a challenge sometimes. But hey, challenges are fun. Welcome to the Makeup Challenge Club. And then what we do, I've just stuck my nail straight into that highlighter. Well done, Bomber. With a clean brush, we're just going to blend the edges of it because this isn't a cut crease, so we don't want a sharp edge, we just want to blend the colours together a little bit. Okay. You can stop there if you want, but I like to add a bit of colour underneath my eye. Now, you can either duplicate colours you've already used, or if you're feeling brave, you can use a complementary colour or a contrasting colour underneath. So, the only one of these I've not used so far is this one. So let's stick this under the bottom lashes. This could be a huge mistake. But you know what? It's only makeup. It comes off again. If you don't like it, you can always redo it. This is similar to a packer brush, but it's very, very flat at the top. So it's great for getting under these bottom lashes. If I bring you in just a wee bit closer, you can go right up under the lashes and just lay a little bit of colour down. Now I tend to only go during the day anyway, 2/3 of the way along with the darker colour, and then I'll smoke it with a lighter colour, which I'll take right the way across to here. For night time I probably would carry the darker colour all the way across and smoke it all the way across. I do like these eyeshadows, they're blending really nicely actually, and there's not a massive amount of fallout from them either, which is good. They've got these in I think 5 or 6 different colour options, and I've just gone for the purple one initially just to see what it's like and give you a bit of a review on it. And then I'm gonna get, if I can find it. Why can I never find the brush that I want? Bear with. There we go. This is a So Eco one, similar to our packer brush, but more rounded at the top. Okay, there was our packer brush. This is slightly narrower and thinner. So I think I'm going to smoke that out with, do you know what, first off I'm going to deal with that fallout. Big fluffy brush into your translucent powder and just sweep it away. Because that was annoying me. Sorry. Okay, I think I'm going to smoke this out with the colour that we used as our transition shade. So I'm just going to put that on the very tip of the bristles and gently run it along the whole bottom lash line. So you see all these people that tell you just because you're over 40 you can't use shimmery shadows? Yeah, you can. If you've got crinkly eyelids, so have I. Who cares? It's my face, it's my makeup. I do me, you do you. So if you decide you want to do an all shimmery look, do it. If they don't like what they're looking at, they haven't got a look. Okay, let's just scoot you back. Yeah, I actually went the right way for once. Okay, scoot you back out again. Clean that brush off. Get rid of that loose eyelash that's fidgeting me. I'll be back in a minute. Look at me thinking it's pretty. See? Told you it back. Can't get rid of me that easily. Okay, another one very similar in shape now. I think this was a cheap eBay brush actually. Similar in shape to the brush that we used for going underneath our lashes. And I'm going to go into the purple bit. See, I told you I caught it with my nail. It's so frustrating when that happens. Okay, so I'm just going to go into the lilac highlighter and just put that on her inner corner. Whoa! Okay, I wasn't expecting it to show up quite that much when we'd used shimmer shadows. But that makes me look like I've had 16 coffees this morning. I wish that I'd had 16 coffees this morning. Should I do a brow bone highlight? I usually do, but with shimmer shadows, yeah, let's put a little bit of the white just up under, oh, I say, just up under the tail of our brows there. I will have a brow tutorial for you at some point, explaining the easiest way to work out the shape of the brow for you. But I did include that in the first tutorial that I uploaded with my welcome video using the Subculture Dupe palette. So you can always have a look on that one if you need to know before I've got my next tutorial up. A little bit of the white on Cupid's bow. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. I know some people think it makes their top lip look sweaty. But I just like the way it emphasises the little dip in the top of your lips. Right, now going into big old fluffy brush. This is similar shape, it's like a teardrop shape, and it's not too densely packed. Very similar in shape to the Anastasia, I think it's the A23 brush that she uses for her her highlights. And I'm just going to go into that highlight. Look how much that picks up. And let's do a nose first. Ooh, okay, the chin, and a little bit just on each temple there. And now, this is the best bit, cheekbones. I'm quite liking that actually. Very similar to the Jeffree Star Ice Cold. I might have to do a side-by-side comparison of those in one of my videos. Let me know if you want to see that, if you want to see me compare Jeffree Star's Ice Cold and Lavender Snow with these two. I don't just glow to the gods, I blind them. Right, I'm actually really quite liking this. It was only £5 as well, so that's a really, really good deal. I quite like the eye look it's given as well. Right, I'm going to go off camera and do liner and lashes, and I'll be right back. I'm back. Liner and lashes done. Time for lips. I'm going to go for a Colourpop Ultra Satin Lip in shade Marshmallow. There we go. Which is a really nice grey lilac. I'll scoot you in while I do this. That sort of shaped dough foot. Now, the trick with dough foot application for a top lip, bring it a little bit closer, is, if it's going to focus on that for me, there we go. Turn it to a 45-degree angle. This is also a really good way to define your cupid's bow if you've not got a very defined one. And do a line there. And then keeping it at exactly the same angle, repeat it on the outside of the lip. Okay? And then turn it so it's 45 degrees again, but the opposite direction, and repeat. And then all you do is you turn it basically upside down and you go from your corner to the line you've made. So it is actually really easy to put these lipsticks on. It's just nobody ever explains how to use the dough foot. Right, I'm going to do something with my hair. I'm going to pause you again, and I'll be back with my final thoughts on everything that I've used today. Ooh, again, I've done something to my hair, not quite sure what. And now it's setting spray time. Liberally douse the face. You don't have to use that much, but I like it. It's also really cooling, especially in the summer. But I do need to do a tarty and get a fan or something, or James, Peter Mon, he has a fan too. Not quite sure where the James came from. Anyway, what are my thoughts? Do I like them? Well, obviously, I've not tried this yet. I will try this on a separate video, so I'll let you know what I think of that once I've tried it. The Freedom bronzer and blush. I like them. They're light enough for me. They do a darker one of these if you are more melanin enriched than myself, in which case you're lucky. Unless you're like me, if I'm at the lightest end of the scale. If you're at the darkest end of the scale, we probably both have the same problem in terms of getting foundations and concealers and other base products that will work for our skin. If you're in the happy medium bit where you're like tan coloured, you're so lucky. Anyway, these, do I like them? Yes, especially at the reduced price they're at right now. I'd say go ahead and get them while they've still got them. They're also really pretty. And the surprise egg. It's certainly an Easter egg you could give to someone who maybe doesn't like chocolate, isn't into chocolate, is on Weight Watchers, and you know, it is fantastic size for just throwing in a handbag if you're going away overnight somewhere. Again, it doesn't have any mattes in it really for doing transition shades, but I mean, you can see there's no mattes on my eyes at all, and I have crinkly 43-year-old skin on my eyes. So, you know, if it looks okay on me, then it's going to look okay on you. You don't have to follow all these makeup rules that says your transition shade must be matte. Why? Why not? Use shimmer if you want. It's fun. Do I like this? Yes. Do I think it's worth £5? Yes, it blends really, really nicely. Not a huge amount of fallout from it, and what does fall out sweeps away nice and easily, so it doesn't stain your face at all. Although I'm meant to be on a low buy this year, I can see me getting some of the other colours of these. The blue one looks really nice, and they've got one called Dragon, which, being half Welsh and half Yorkshire, anything called Dragon appeals to me. Speaking of half Welsh, I need to hurry this up and go because the Welsh match in Rugger is about to start. So, if you enjoyed this, please give me a like. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button and maybe the notification bell so that you get told every time I upload more videos. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you all again. Bye.